Hey everyone, it's great to see you guys. I am Dr. Anna Cabeca, your girlfriend doctor, and I am here to continue our journey as we walk towards Easter Sunday together, focusing on resilience, focusing on the resurrection, resurrecting our body as it may be, our mind and our spirit going together through this journey. So I have enjoyed getting on lives and seeing your questions pop up in our Facebook group, and we've had questions coming to my team at drannacabeca.com. And that's a great way to connect with us and my beautiful customer service department as well. So we are on day 12 of our 21 days of Easter. I had to go through it to make sure that I didn't lose count somewhere, but it is going quickly. It has been a quick 12 days, and I'm excited that we are working through getting Keto Green together, working through focusing on ourselves in this moment together. And I look forward to you guys sharing with me your journey today. Tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about grief. I'm going to be talking about trauma and how, whether you recognize it or not, we are going to suffer the experience of loss right now, loss of our freedoms. But we are not going to lose ourselves. If anything, we are going to be more authentic. We can absolutely be more authentic, more real, more connected, more loved and loving than ever. So I encourage you to join me in this very personal live tomorrow, Friday. Wait, what day is today? Friday at 4:30. So Friday at 4:30. And the days are kind of running together, right? So Marie had written in one of my right here, she wrote, I am new to your products and wisdom. Here, let me share this. Woo, woo, woo. Maria wrote, I am new to your products and wisdom. The Keto Green system resonates with me and makes sense. Do you have vegetarian recipes? Meat and I do not work well together. This is a great question. And Keto Green 16, I have come out also with my Keto Green 16 omnivore plan, but also my Keto Green 16 vegan or vegetarian plan. So that has the food swaps. So food swaps for any recipe certainly can be non-GMO miso or tempeh. It can also be chickpeas or white beans or black beans in my Keto Green 16. So I've created some great options for you to integrate some vegetarian protein and fat sources that can really support you during this time. And it can absolutely be done. Now, I'm just going to do a quick banner across here to let you guys know that the Keto Green 16 is available for pre-orders. This is my book. It's pre-order. This is the cover on a book. So I'm actually waiting for my copies of it myself. So Keto Green 16. And with pre-order, we have a bunch of gifts that go with it. So at that page, you'll see the book bonuses that are available for pre-orders. And that includes a quick start guide. Actually, let me just show you real quick, because my team did a fabulous job on taking my concepts and moving them into the visual. So let me just show you real quick. I'm going to share my screen and share with you some of the Keto Green. You'll get a Keto Green 16 3-day meal plan. Let me just show you at the top. So this is the Keto Green 16 3-day meal plan to get you started. So while you're waiting for the book, this kind of gives you an idea of what would day one look like. Again, we're intermittent fasting. We want to push in Keto Green 16 for 16 hours, but starting at 12, 13, fasting is a muscle that we're going to work on, but we break fast. And here are some great recipes, which can always have a substituting energetic smoothie and beautiful recipes in here. So you get this for free when you pre-order the book. And so that's really cool. I know there's so many good things here. I'm trying to think what else I had to show you. Let's go here. Whoops. Were you able to see my screen? Oh, here we go. Let me do this again. I think I was talking and you weren't actually able to see my screen. So I'll just show you this picture, the Keto Green 16 3-day meal plan. And this is a example of the 3 days and how that would work into your program. There we go. Technical difficulties, not just for me, right? Not just for me. So uh, let's see what your questions are. Great questions, you guys. And this is time to ask me anything. Ask me anything. So Kimberly said, I'm considering BioT hormone pellets. Dr. Anna, what are your thoughts on these? Kimberly, I actually gave a keynote speech for BioT this summer in Cancun. I really like many of their physicians are OBGYNs as well, trained as I am. And we're looking at a natural alternative to the way we've been treating women hormonally in menopause and after menopause. So I would have to say that it really again, there is a time and a place. So in postmenopausal women, I love testosterone therapy as well as peri and postmenopausal. A little bit goes a long way. Too much can affect our mental well-being, can affect our thoughts, can affect our relationships. So a little bit goes a long way with testosterone. So I want to encourage you to really understand understand the physiological effects. So when I say this, I love testosterone pellets, especially if you're in a hectic time, things are crazy, you can't remember to take a pill or troche. We really do troche, sublingual, or creams for testosterone. Or if there are small kids at home, grandkids or whatever, that testosterone pellets are safe because you're not going to transfer that hormone to anyone else. So in that way, that can work really well. Okay. And also, again, a little bit goes a long way. I know some women were giving too much testosterone too frequently and had androgenic side effects such as hoarsening of the voice, lots of facial hair, enlargement of the clitoris, and we call that clitoromegaly. And so a little bit goes a long way. I use troches a lot in my practice because sometimes we need more, sometimes we need less, and that is compounded prescription. But I've also done quite a number of times testosterone pellets, and in the right client at the right doses, they're absolutely fabulous. So but again, you have to be cautious not to get too high of dosing. It's a great question. Thank you for asking. Here we go. Right. Vegetarian. So we got you some vegetarian options. And then Tammy says, yay. Hey, Mary. Mary's here. Good to see you. Mary is one of our Magic Menopause superstars. She's fabulous. She comes up with great recipes and her garden is to die for. Mary, can we order seeds from you, by the way? Looking for some great organic seeds for my garden right now to grow some beautiful fresh stuff. And I know you have the best of the best out there in California. Donna's here to join us. She's home and not out working today. Great to see you, Donna. Kim said, ordered today on Amazon and got my freebies. I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Hey, Jane is here. Kim said, perfect timing for the meal plan, plenty of time to focus on our physical health. You know what was really beautiful, Kim, and all of you that are listening, is that yesterday in the conversation with Dr. Anjali Akey, if you didn't listen to, really this week has been fabulous. Yesterday I had Dr. Anjali Akey, who has been doing group medical visits with my Keto Green 16 plan. So pre-publication, I did studies to see what benefits. So be sure you listen to that interview with Dr. Anjali Akey. And it is fabulous. And she's a fabulous physician out there in North Florida. And then earlier in the week, I had Catherine Goulet, who talks about her platform is Make Everything Fun, make nutrition fun, make everything fun. And that is really important that we do have fun. What is the fun hormone? Oxytocin, the most powerful hormone in our body, alkalinizing, nourishing, and just really powerful. And I'll talk more about that tomorrow. Oh, my dear friend Mindy Jones is here. Mindy Jones is just the most amazing lady. She's an incredible fitness trainer, health coach. You got to check out Energy Holistic Health on Instagram. She's always giving great videos and is a fabulous coach. Mindy, I got to connect with you. Okay. L says, Dr. Anna, when should PPR cream be used? How many days? L, you always have the best questions. PPR cream is my Pure Balance progesterone cream. It has progesterone and pregnenolone. And this cream that I combined has in one pump approximately 20 milligrams of progesterone, approximately 10 milligrams of pregnenolone, and both neuroprotective hormones, top down, help our precursors to our sex steroids and precursors to cortisol. So with this formula, because transdermal, it's well absorbed, but I also put in some essential oils and some tripeptide 29, which is an anti-aging amino acid combination that can really help with brown spots, no brown spots anymore, and fine lines and wrinkles. Progesterone helps with that too. Tightens up. It's good for the fascia. There is a hormonal purpose and there is a vein purpose. And I, yes, shamelessly claim that I take care of both. So use a full pump. And so it's not that much cream, about around a half an ml. I don't like to use lots of cream. So they're somewhat concentrated and potent. And if you're having a menstrual cycle, you want to use it from typically, if you want fertility, after ovulation till cycle day 28 or till your period starts typically. And if you if your periods, I had a client email the other day that she has significant PMS. Her periods are irregular every 45 to 50 days. What should she do? And typically I have a client in this situation use progesterone cream every day for 2 months and then see how her cycles are, and then typically take a week off and then use it to her next cycle. Because progesterone transdermally does build up in the tissue, you want to put it on thin skin, the inner arms, the chest, the neck. I put around my face, eyes, mouth, nose, neck. Rotate sites. You can put it also on your pelvic floor, your pelvic area, perineal area. So anywhere covered by panties, not the backside, not fatty tissue, but the your mons pubis, the lower abdomen, and that is fine to use the PPR cream there as well. And and then if you're postmenopausal, I typically tell clients, take 3 to 5 days off a month or 1 to 2 days off a week so that your body can kind of reset itself. And let's see here. Another question on PPR. Cream. Mindy, I just saw it. Now I lost it. Where'd it go? Mindy said, any contraindications to PPR cream? And that's a great question. And honestly, if you are under the treatment of a doctor for any condition, cancerous condition, or have been or were diagnosed with or currently being treated for breast cancer, I would not recommend it. And also, again, I typically don't use it in younger clients, younger than age 35, although I have for fertility reasons, so under the supervision, but I always want to get our body to make more progesterone naturally. How do we do that? We reduce stress, we increase rest, and just nourishing our body in so many ways, improving sleep, and also using Mighty Maca supplements. So Mighty Maca Plus, mix that with water in the morning and definitely drink that first thing in the morning. And if needed, another time during the day. We have seen progesterone levels and DHEA levels increase in clients using Mighty Maca. So in those clients, I would definitely use Mighty Maca. Otherwise, if there's a sensitivity, also oral progesterone, I've used, prescription oral progesterone. So transdermal, I have a formula available. Oral progesterone is available by prescription. And often advantage of oral progesterone is that it does convert and help your body produce more GABA to help you sleep. So it will help with oral progesterone, helps better with sleep. And you can often see that shift pretty quickly. Transdermal helps too, but oral definitely, because 90% is metabolized by the liver. And in that case, we get the conversion, and that can help you get a good night's sleep. All right. Christy said this cream is great. I got a sample a while back. Oh, Mindy, she's so awesome. There's that big shout out. Christy wrote, I just bought your new book. Thank you, Christy. Be sure to go to that link and get your book bonuses. Get your book bonuses. Janet wrote, hi, Dr. Anna. How is Keto Green 16 different from the food in Magic Menopause? So with Keto Green 16, Janet, I really simplified it to 16 food types. A lot of crossover, but 16 food types to make shopping easier and food prep easier. Because my feedback from the Hormone Fix was, love it, love the recipes, but many non-chefs were like, oh, it just feels overwhelming. There's so many different recipes. The shopping list is so long. So I simplified the food to 16 key food groups, and really made a priority to add fermented foods, foods that support digestion, as well as detoxifying, and then really calculating the healthy fats. So, which if you guys have not done yet, I'm going to put in here this link. This should take you to the keto calculator, and you can snapshot your keto calculator result. I believe this should work. Someone check it for me. And there we go. There. So yeah, check out that keto calculator, because that gives you a glimpse of a day in the life of a keto green diet based on your height, based on your weight, your BMI, and your activity level, and a couple other questions. A couple questions takes a couple minutes, but then we'll send you you'll automatically get a customized 1-day meal plan. Yay. All right. Tammy said, if you're already on the progesterone pills, 200 milligrams, can you still use the PPR? Some of my clients will use both. And for myself and for some clients, sometimes we need a little bit more at certain times, or we're not using, or it really depends. If 200 milligrams is a healthy dose, sometimes we need more, especially in times of stress. But it's just something to determine how you do with it. I have some clients with significant depression and anxiety that they take the bioidentical progesterone at night and use the PPR in the morning. And so we've done it both ways. Great question. I just got, Mindy, you're so beautiful. Thank you. She wrote here, you look beautiful. Thank you, Mindy. Thanks to you kicking my butt into shape. All right, we're going to have to start doing virtual workouts now. Kelly wrote, what are your thoughts on high quality full spectrum CBD oil? We've had great results with that, with menopausal symptoms, with sleep, and certainly with seizure disorders. I do have a daughter with seizure disorders, so she is on a CBD supplement regularly at this point too, especially now with times of stress. So I think this can be beneficial. I've had clients use it regularly. For me, I have not. I've tried a few times, a few different ones, and I haven't fell in love with it yet. So it's not, I sleep well, wake up rested. So I'm doing good with that. I haven't incorporated it into my regimen, but there's a lot of good science around CBD, the way it works to help support in a natural, in a natural supportive adaptogenic way. So many clients have success. I think with everything, it's discern what's working for your body and discern what's not. And that's really key. In my 8-week Magic Menopause program, we really work to teach this discernment as we go along. Janet said, I am stress eating so bad. What is wanting sugar, salt, craving indicating? I forgot. Janet, I hear you. Well, when cortisol is up, it's going to drive glucose up, which is going to drive insulin up, which is going to make ghrelin go up, our hunger hormone go up, and then we're just hungry and we're having these cravings. So it's from being triggered. And this is where this getting a good night's sleep is more important than ever. And if you guys want me to list out sleep supplements, I can definitely do that. but also lavender essential oil. I did a beautiful video that will be in my Instagram stories uh, coming up. I did a video with Maritza Snyder, one of my dear friends. She is author of Essential Oil Guide for Hormone Balance. And so she showed us a beautiful stress anxiety spray that you can mix up with essential oils just in water or witch hazel and just spray that on your pillows, spray that on your body, and that can help alleviate some tension and stress and help us deal with what we're dealing with right now. So, first of all, don't beat yourself up about stress eating. Give yourself lots of love and compassion, right? As you would your 6-year-old granddaughter. Just think of her. What would you tell her? And so use that same compassion on yourself. Speak to yourself as if you were speaking to a young woman you love that you mentor, or your dearest friend, or your sweet mom. Coach yourself in the most positive way that that you can, and just recognize that the choices we make now have effects. So I know that I don't want to stress eat. So I'm reducing my coffee and eliminating my coffee. So one espresso or no coffee, because I know that triggers me. And changing your morning changes your habits, right? For the rest of the day, changing your morning changes your day. So your shot of Mighty Maca in the morning, apple cider vinegar, hot water with lemon juice throughout the day. Just start switching things up so you're alkalizing and nourishing your body. Go ahead and get the book bonuses, because there's your guide and there's there's so much in there to help you along this journey. So don't worry about stress eating, Janet. You're going to do something about it. And if you can think, okay, what's one shift you can make in your morning that will change your pathway for your day? Go ahead and type it in the comments here, because I want to hear what you're going to do, and I want to hold you accountable in a very supportive and loving way. So, oh, good. Tammy did her keto calc. So let me know what your results were, Tammy. Jean, one of my favorite people, she says, PPR was life-changing for me, ladies. I sleep longer and no longer wanted to strangle my husband for doing the same thing. Okay. So anyway, I am happy. I have saved her husband's life. I did not know this, Jean. All right, let me read this without cracking up all the way through. Well, you guys can read it. This is his. Thank you. Thank you, Jean. You're amazing. You were never going to strangle your husband, but I love it. Joan is here from New Mexico. Christy wrote, is there a group to join? Our Keto Green community group on Facebook. Keto Green community group on Facebook. So that's where we are like-minded, going the Keto Green way. I do my Magic Menopause program once a year currently, maybe twice, and I will be coming up with a membership program. And so stay on the lookout for those too. So be sure you're on my mailing list at dranna.com. Kelly wrote, one more question. I'm 49, regular periods, no sign of menopause, but terrible, terrible, crazy PMS. This is where Mighty Maca helps and progesterone creams helps. So that second half of your cycle after ovulation, or typically anywhere between day 8 or 12 and day 28, take progesterone cream, use progesterone cream every night till then, and that will help you sleep better, rest more, feel better, feel stronger. Okay. So great question, Kelly. Let us know how you do. And with all my products, for sure, there's 100% money back guarantee. So don't hesitate with any of my team. If you're not 100% satisfied, send it back. We give you your money back. Contact my customer service. They're amazing. Connie, Lori, Alexis. I mean, they're all just fabulous in customer service. Eileen said, I love my Jolva. Thank you, Eileen. We love it. There's now over 1,000 testimonials on our website at dranna.com for Jolva. 1,000. Christy wrote, thank you. You are very welcome. And Christy wrote, I love apple cider vinegar for digestion. It can really help. As we get older, our digestive enzymes decrease, and adding a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with our meals before meals can be very supportive, very beneficial. Um, we've talked about vaginal health and changes, but can your breast sensitivity change as we age? I used to get more arousal in that area and now nada. Absolutely, it can. It can, absolutely. So, just like with anything, especially with vaginal and vulvar health, switching to light touch for a while to just reawaken the nerve endings can be very beneficial. You can also use the PPR cream on the breast, and that can help. But switching to light touch can make a difference. It does change as we get older, but always think too, when I think if there's a change in sensation, as an osteopath trained classically in osteopathic medicine, we always have to think of alignment, our nervous system. Do we maybe have a pinched disc? Do we or have a stricture? Do we need some manipulation, deep tissue massage, manipulation, chiropractic manipulation, or osteopathic manipulation to open up some nerve endings, to open up some circulation for our nerves to function better? And that's often the reason when we're feeling a decrease in sensation. So, osteopathic manipulation, chiropractic manipulation, massage, acupuncture can all be very beneficial when we've lost sensation. And right now, there's some research that showed that chiropractic manipulation can increase your immune system response. So, in general, getting good alignment can make a difference. We should all be stretching before we go to bed, doing some yoga poses, stretching, downward dog, really working on our posture, our strength, and our core is really is so critically important now. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sitting more than I used to, a lot more than I used to. Christy wrote, thank you. You are very welcome. Janet said, Jean is hilarious. I will have hot lemon ginger tea in the afternoon and exercise to U-turn my cravings. Thank you, Dr. Anna. You are very welcome, Janet. Thank you for sharing that. So hot lemon ginger tea in the afternoon and also soothing, like when you prepare, that prepares you for success. So thank you, Janet, for sharing that. And always think too, okay, what are my cravings telling me? Are they telling me I'm stressed? I need comfort. I need to feel love and supported and nourished during this time. So your cravings are saying, that's what mine were saying. And I said, well, how do I do that for myself? And that's really important. I've had to close my laptop, close my computer, nourish myself because I was feeling somewhat irritable and I don't like feeling that way. And I can't be short tempered with my kids or my team members. So cannot be that way. So that comes back into self-care, self-nourishing. That is a sign of imbalance, hormone imbalance and inflammation. Okay. So it makes a difference. Camille said, daily vitamin for women. Do you offer one? I do not personally. There are so many good daily vitamins that like I offer above and beyond. But a daily vitamin, for example, Zymogen's what's called Active Essentials is one that I've used for years and years and years. I used to carry it in my office with a multi-pack, but I had downsized. So I no longer carry it, but it's very similar. So it's Zymogen, Designs for Health, Standard Process, Thorne Nutrition, Metagenics, all have very high quality multivitamins. And you want to look like if you look at the ingredients in my keto green shake, you'll see the multivitamin mineral. The way those are written out are in their most bioavailable form. So when you're looking for a multivitamin, look for one that has methylated B vitamins, that has, active nutrients and chelated minerals. And you'll be able to see the difference in like a standard Centrum, for instance. So great to have you here, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Joan says such good advice. Happy to give it. Thank you for listening to it. And Roya asks, what do you recommend for hair loss? There is a great article on my website about hair loss. I have done a lot of work in understanding hair loss because when I am stressed, I get hair loss around the sides. One time I had hair loss all the way till here because of stress and trauma, post-traumatic stress, that current under the current stress. And that caused a tremendous amount of hair loss. So I have a hair, eyes, and skin formula on my website that's rich in zinc, which is critical to help decrease hair loss. Plus, it's rich in other vitamins and minerals and nutrients that help support your, entire body, but certainly collagen production in your skin. And so that's the hair nail formula. It has biotin in it. And also we want to rule out any underlying thyroid disease, and we want to govern our stress, and we want to heal that most importantly, now moving forward as we're facing this trauma. So if you guys are experiencing increase in hair loss, increase in breakouts, that's a result of cortisol. Cortisol causing testosterone to convert to dihydrotestosterone, the more male androgenic hormone. And we often will see that it manifest itself in many, many ways. And then when cortisol is up for a long time, it feeds back negatively to our thyroid, and we get hypothyroid in many ways as well. Jane said, I am realizing that self-care is a full-time job. Yes, it is, always has been. But remember, there is no such thing. How's that expression? Someone will know this better than me. But like, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. There you go. You love yourself, love your body. It's not work at all. It's just part of creating balance in your life. Maybe beyond balance, right? Just creating the good, juicy. Tammy said, I have the receding hairline loss. That can be very stress triggered. So the skin, hair, and nail formula is specifically combined to help with many reasons of hair loss. I have Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism. Tammy was one of my clients a long time ago. She wrote that. Well, we get that nipped in the butt. So I hope you're doing the hormone fix and get the book bonuses for Keto Green 16. Thank you, Tammy, for sharing. You can get you doing better. Sandra says, hi from Birmingham, Alabama. I am 53 and postmenopausal. My mom had breast cancer, so I can't use hormones. Any advice for drive? You can use Julva. Julva in women with breast cancer, even using, vaginal DHEA in women with breast cancer showed no increased risk. Vaginal estrogens in women with breast cancer showed no increased risk of morbidity and mortality. Now, your mom had breast cancer, not you. So this is where I would say, well, what if you've checked, and if you're BRCA, BRCA 1 and 2 positive, which is less than 8% of breast cancers, there's that hereditary. But otherwise, it's the environment. It's not our estrogen, our hormones that are causing breast cancer. It's the other endocrine disruptors, the estrogen mimickers that are culprits, drinking from a plastic bottle, chemicals in our skincare, in our food, preservatives in our food, even in our water supply. So we clean up these things first. We detox our body. We get Keto Green, work with intermittent fasting, and I've used bioidentical progesterone in women. And let me tell you, in my clinical practice, in working many years for many women, again, you need to work with a doctor that's skilled in hormone replacement. A little bit goes a long way, but bioidentical progesterone helps get you a good night's sleep, and that is restorative. Intermittent fasting greater than 13 hours gives a significant reduced risk for women who have had breast cancer. This is such an area of passion for me, because women who have a history of breast cancer are not given many options and are just let to suffer. So hence, with my creation of products that I felt comfortable using in women, my clients, my patients with breast cancer, it makes a huge difference in their quality of life, as well as their lab work, their results, their inflammatory markers, their blood sugar markers. So first and foremost, it's getting Keto Green. Secondly, working with a doctor that knows bioidentical hormones. And then thirdly, read about Julva and breast cancer on my website, DHEA and breast cancer. There's some great blogs and articles about Julva. Now, no woman should be without Julva. If you guys did not listen to, if you haven't listened to yet, Oh my gosh, I'll find it, but it's or find a link to it. The Pillar Life podcast with Sherry and Nancy on the Sherry and Nancy show. They have a website called the Pillar Life, and it talks about the Pillar Lives. But I did a podcast with them recently, and I want to refer you guys to that. So let me see if I can't find that link for you guys. But the Pillar Life. And that podcast was just so great. You can listen. I use Spotify to listen to my podcast. But I find that I'll share that to you. But search the Sherry and Nancy podcast on iTunes or Spotify or Podcast Addict, and you'll find you'll listen to that interview I did for them and their tribe. So that may give you some inspiration. And again, it's important to understand the risks and benefits, and we make that choice. We have that choice. The risks and benefits of anything we put in our body, on our body, and around our body. We get to make that choice for the most part for what we can control, right? Not so much with what's in our water supply, but, or in our air. But we get to control the rest as much as possible. So I think that's really what's beneficial. And knowing our history, we know that we have to work above and beyond. And I always say, the demonization of estrogen is misogyny. Let's be serious. All right, here we go. Charlene said, what do you recommend? I'm diabetic and the outer part of my V is always sore. Jolva. Charlene, have you tried Jolva? So go to dranna.com and see Jolva. You can actually get a free trial of Jolva, just pay for shipping. And it's a 7-night trial of Jolva. Do I have any here? I usually have stuff all around my house. Let me show you. Oops, excuse me. Sorry. So this is the 7-night trial of Jolva, and it gives you information. Plus, it's not just about a product, a potion. I created educational videos that go along with this, talking about, what's a hormone? What's happening to my hormones? Where's my vulva? What are the pelvic floor exercises I need to do? So when you get Jolva from my website at dranna.com, you'll get these videos that kind of go deep into, in just quick, easy ways, but help you understand more than other ways to improve the quality of our health, the quality of our pelvic floor, and the quality of our sex lives. Sounds good to me. Let's see here. And then let me know how you do, Charlene, because also with this, there's, again, 60-day money-back guarantee with Jolva, okay? Hi from Toronto. Can you explain what APS is for pregnant women? APS? Can you tell me what that abbreviation is? It's not coming up in my brain. Yes. If you could write that out, let me know. I'll keep an eye out. Sandra said, awesome. She put me on Invexi. Well, how are you doing on that? That sounds interesting. Again, other things that we can do, but that's definitely a newer drug. So I'm curious to how that's working. Joan said, I have low cortisol. Are any of your products good for that? Absolutely. Mighty Maca is the best for that. Mighty Maca Plus is a combination of 30 superfoods, and it is the best for that. Let me just share real quick again my screen. Because I'll show you what's in Mighty Maca. So Mighty Maca is a combination. Mighty Maca Plus is a combination of ingredients. So it's kosher organic maca, turmeric, flax, oat beta glucan, also good for the immune system as well as the nervous system. For immunity, a combination of ingredients, as well as for detoxification. Cat's claw is also very strong supporter of our body's natural immune response, helps with blood sugar management and metabolism, as well as a combination of ingredients to help with blood flow. Maca should be over here too. Maca is rich in arginine, which increases nitric oxide. That also helps with blood flow. So that is definitely number one product for managing cortisol. And then also, again, vitamin C for managing cortisol. B vitamins are needed. So the complete complement of vitamin B. So B2, B5, B6, all the B vitamins. And you want to get them in the in a very bioavailable form. Right now, because of stress, I'll tell you that I'm doing extra B6 in the evening and keeping up with those levels because we need B6 in so many processes in our body, as well as magnesium. Magnesium can also help with low cortisol, and getting a good night's sleep is going to be game changing for low cortisol. But getting a good night's sleep, things that we do that, the progesterone in the evening, the magnesium. I have my Pura Brain and Sleep formula, and Pura Snooze, which is melatonin. I have a sublingual melatonin. So starting with 1 to 3 milligrams of melatonin at bedtime is good. We talked about this yesterday in the call with the live with Dr. Angeli Akey. Definitely take another listen to that live from yesterday. It is on my page in my Keto Green community group. So definitely join Keto Green community group. So let's see here. Christy said, I'll order, what did she say? I lost you. Here we go. I'll order Jolva again. Awesome. Let me know how you like it. Anonymous says, Jolva is life changing. I had the same problem and Jolva totally changed everything. Thank you for that testimonial. I love it. And Sandra said, about Avexi, it was working until I had to do without for 2 weeks, waiting on insurance to approve refill. Try Jolva and then see, read the research on my PPR cream and see how you do with getting a good night's sleep. And also, again, Mighty Maca to increase your libido naturally. Wangalat said, antiphospholipid syndrome in pregnancy. Let me see here. So when we look at autoimmune, I think this is really coming down to autoimmune conditions. And specifically with antiphospholipid syndrome, Mangalat, I am not sure. I really would need to know more about what else is going on and how you got that diagnosis. So I'm going to have to defer that question, my dear. I'm sorry. Jenny said, do you know that DHEA is on the list of 25 other things to be banned from compounding by the government in 30 days? Will this affect your product? Just started using. I would hate to see it go. I would hate to see it go away too. I am not aware that it is on a banned list, but that DHEA has been available in our country for so many years. It's such a good supplement, available for so many years. I would hate to see it go away too. I don't believe it is. I saw there we go. Sorry about that. I saw that a form of it was, but I'll double check. Thanks for that heads up. Definitely stock up. All right, here we go. Christy said, I use magnesium before bed. I'll check yours out. Okay, yeah, definitely let me know. Mine is a magnesium L-threonate and magnesium glycinate, so it tends not to make loose bowel stools. It really tends not to make loose stools. Okay. Is melatonin preferred to take over 5-HTP? I think you could just start with one. If you're on 5-HTP to increase serotonin, I think 5-HTP is great. I typically always combine 5-HTP with vitamin B6. So that combination works really, really well. Having trouble with my Wi-Fi. Great questions, you guys. I'm loving these questions. Jolva helped my sneeze leaking in 2 weeks, so a trial pack had me sold. Awesome, Jean. Well, you are so disciplined too. You were using it every day. Love it. Joan said, thank you so much. I'll order some more Mighty Maca. You are very welcome. Well, I thank you guys. I think we got through all your questions today. We went a little over, but the time just blew by. thank you for being here. Definitely share this. Please like it because it makes me feel good when I see all these hearts and I see you guys liking my stuff. And then share it with your audience. If you, for your friends, answering the questions that they maybe don't know to ask or are afraid to ask can really help us all just creating this community and staying together and getting healthier together. I think that is key right now, that we are in this together. We are not alone. We are a healthy community, and we are doing better together. So I encourage each of you to certainly make sure you're following my Instagram at Dr. Anna Cabeca, following my Facebook in my Keto Green community group where we're showing up daily, and I can see your questions there. And also, I just want to encourage each of you to go ahead and, while we have those pre-order bonuses for the book, that you're taking advantage of that. Earlier on, I posted the keto calculator. So take a look at that. Jean said, let's see, Jean, about DHEA. I researched it as I was in a panic at stopping distribution of it. Didn't feel it would affect Dr. Anna. I hope my research was correct. When I look back a few months ago about that ban list, I checked to make sure that DHEA was not on it. And at that point, the form that I use is not on it. So thanks, Jean, for confirming. You never know, like, what's up what's up the sleeves, but I think we're good. So I will still double check again. And Christy said, so excited to renew this health journey. I am too. Focusing on in our Keto Green way of life, focusing together in Keto Green way of life. What makes a difference is that we are a healthy community. And each of you, as you claim your own health, you are paying forward to others to help them heal, to help them feel stronger, to help them make healthier choices, right? That we're not caving in our cravings. We're making lifestyle decisions today that is going to affect our generations and their generations as we go on. So I love you, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me and being part of this group. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to share this episode. If you can't share from a group, you can share from my main page at drannacabeca.com. And I will see you tomorrow at 4:30, and we're going to be talking about trauma, walking through trauma. See you then.